What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I have something extremely exciting for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a 5-minute scalping strategy that focuses on breakouts and has an extremely high win rate in forex, crypto, or stocks, or anything else that you guys can trade. If you guys are ready and you guys are excited, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get going with the 5-minute breakout strategy. So the first thing we want to do, guys, is we want to make sure that we are using these two indicators on our charts. So the first indicator that you're going to be using is called EliteAlgo version 22, and the second indicator is called EliteOscillator version 8. Now, as for the settings for the algorithms, you're going to go into the settings icon right here. You're going to go down to where it says sensitivity for the buy and sell signals. Now, if you're using normal Japanese style candles, you're going to use a sensitivity of 3. If you're using Heikin Ashi candles, you're going to use a sensitivity of 1.4. This is very important that you guys have these sensitivities when you're trading this strategy. Next, guys, you want to make sure that the dashboard is enabled, okay, which is this box that you see right here. And then you want to go down and you want to make sure that you have the trend cloud enabled as well right here by checking off show trend cloud. And you can have it under any one of these trend clouds. Again, that part right here is preference to what you guys like best. That's the settings for EliteAlgo. Now let me show you guys the settings for EliteOscillator. So you're going to go to settings here and you want to make sure that under the strategy mode, you have it set to Elite Breakout Filter. This is very important. Once you have that set up, then you're just going to press OK. Your chart should look something like mine. Now, if you guys do not have access to these indicators, because they are private indicators, don't worry, I'll show you at the end of the video exactly how you guys can get them if you do not have access to it yet. But for now, let's get going with the strategy. Okay, so for this video, I'm just going to be doing it on forex because that's what I mainly trade. But again, this works on stocks, crypto, options, forex, you name it, futures, all those markets. This strategy will work for that as well. Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is you want to make sure that you guys go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, I know I said this is going to be a scalping strategy, so don't worry, we're going to go back down to the 5-minute time frame very soon. But the first thing we do, guys, is we go to the 1 hour time frame to determine exactly what type of trend we're in and what the last signal is, so we can use the momentum of the higher time frames to scalp the lower time frames. This is very important for the strategy. Okay, so step number 1 for the strategy is you want to determine exactly what type of trend you're on the 1 hour time frame. Right now, we can clearly see that we have a green trend cloud, so we are in a bullish trend, and our dashboard's telling us that it's completely bullish. So we now know for a fact that we are in a bullish trend. Okay, so what we want to do next is we want to wait for a buy signal. If we already have a buy signal like we have right here, this is good. Now, all we have to do left is make sure that we have a breakout filter signal on the oscillator down below. As you guys see down here, we have a green bar that just popped up on the last bar on the oscillator. This means that right now this chart is ready to break out, right? We have a lot of momentum to the upside. We have a very bullish looking chart, and our dashboard showing us that it's completely bullish on all time frames. So this is our go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the 5-minute time frame and take a trade on there. So we are going to go on the 5-minute time frame now. Click on 5 minutes and we're just going to wait for everything to load. Okay, so now on the 5-minute time frame, we can clearly see that we are also in a buy position right here. So this is how I want you guys to look at it. If you are in a sell position and the last signal was a sell, then you would want to wait for a new buy signal. If you're already have a buy signal as your last position, then you can go ahead and just enter the trade here from there. Now, how do you set your stop loss and take profit? It's very simple. So what you're going to do for your stop loss and take profit here is you're simply just going to take the position size tool you can set up on your chart. Your stop loss is going to be at the recent swing low. So as we see right here, this is our recent swing low. So what we want to do is we want to make sure our stop loss is just slightly behind that swing low. And then for our take profit, guys, what you can do is you can either set a 1.5 risk reward ratio, or you can set a 2 risk reward ratio. It's really up to you what you guys want to set up. So right now, we're just going to go with the 2 risk reward ratio, and we're going to try trim profits once it hits about halfway there, and then move our stop loss to break even. So what we're going to do here, basically, we end up taking the trade, and as we can see, guys, the momentum from the higher time frames is going to skyrocket us up, and it's going to hit our take profit very, very soon right here, guys. So this is what happens when you trade with the momentum from the higher time frames and you trade on the smaller time frames like the 5-minute time frame. All right, guys, let's give you one more example of a buy before we move on to a sell. So as we can see right now, we have a very bullish looking chart. We have a bullish trend cloud, and our last position was a buy signal, and we have a all bullish dashboard, which is showing us that everything right now has a bullish momentum. So what do we want to do next? We want to look down to where we see the volume breakout indicator, and we have a green bar right now showing us there is a lot of high volume in the market. So we have our go. What do we want to do? We simply just want to go down to the 5-minute time frame and find our position in here. So let's see what happens here. Are we currently in a buy or a sell position on the 5-minute time frame? So as we can see, guys, we are on a current buy position in 5-minute time frame. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take the trade right here. So we'll take our position size tool and we'll set it. We're gonna take our stop loss and put it behind the recent swing low. So I would put it around this area. This is where it looks like the last swing low was before the price started going up. Next, guys, we're gonna take our take profit and either put it a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, a 1.5, or a 2. Again, this is up to you. I like taking half my profit when it hits 1-to-1, then moving my stop loss to break even. That's just my preference. And then from here, guys, we can take this trade and have the momentum of the 1-hour time frame bring us up. As we can see, the price is slowly going up. Now around this area is where I would take half my profits because we hit the 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and then I would either bring my stop loss to break even, or if I'm very confident in the trade, I would just leave my stop loss where it is. That way I know that I might not get stopped out here because there is a chance for the price to go back up once it hits the 1-to-1, then come back down, then go back up again. So I'm fairly confident in this trade right now. It's going to hit take profit number 2. So we're going to leave my stop loss where it is. And as we can see, guys, the price is just going to skyrocket here in a second, and it's going to hit our take profit 2 right about here, guys. That's a hit take profit number 2. Very, very easy breakout strategy that you guys can use on the 5-minute time frame to trade with EliteAlgo. All right, guys, let's move on and show you guys an example of a seller right here. So we're looking at, again, the 1-hour time frame. We're looking at British pound, US dollar. We can see that it is very bearish right now. We have a red trend cloud, and our last position was a sell, and we have a very bearish dashboard, as we guys can see. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna wait again until we have a breakout on the oscillator down here. We have it. We have a red bar signifying that we have a bearish breakout. Very, very strong momentum going to the downside. So what do we want to do here? We simply just want to go down to the 5-minute time frame, right? And we're going to look and see, are we currently in a sell or a buy position? Okay, so we can see that we are in a sell position. So what do we want to do here? We simply just want to take our position size tool, go to the short position, and then we want to set our stop loss and take profit. So we want to set our stop loss behind the last swing high, so somewhere around here. And then we want to set our take profit to a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, like we were doing before, and then take our profit about halfway through. Something just like that, guys. And then we just want to run this trade and see exactly what happens. As we can see, the price gives us a little bit of a drawdown before going down, hitting our first take profit right here. So we would have taken half of our profit over here. We could have took this stop loss, brought it to break even, or just left the stop loss where it is if you're very confident in the trade. Again, up to you and your personal preference at that point. And then just keep running the trade, and we see exactly what happens here. Does it hit take profit number 2? So this trade does not hit take profit number 2, but it hit our first take profit because it went well past a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. As you guys can see right here, this is a 1-to-1, and you can see that it hit our 1-to-1 risk reward ratio right there. So we would have taken a little bit of profit off this trade and would have been a profitable trade right here. Let's find you guys one more example for a sell before we end this video. All right, guys, here's one more example of a sell signal right here. So what are we looking for again? We're looking to see what our last position was. It was a smart sell. We're looking to see if the trend cloud currently matches the last position. The trend cloud is currently red. It just started a new trend. And we're looking at the dashboard to see if it's all bearish. It is all bearish. Everything is looking good, guys. Now we see over here at the elite oscillator, the last bar is red, which signifies high volume to the downside. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go down to the 5-minute time frame, and we're going to see if our last position is a sell or a buy. If it's a buy, we're going to wait for a sell. If it's currently a sell, we're going to take the trade. We're going to have the chart load for a second. So over here, guys, we can clearly see the last position is a buy. So we just want to wait for a sell signal to pop up before we take the trade. Right there, there's our sell signal. So now we're going to take the trade here. we're going to use our short position tool. We're going to set it up where the signal was, because that's where we take the signal. We're going to use our position size tool to set our stop loss behind the last swing high, which is right over here, guys. This is the last swing high. And then we're going to take our take profit tool and we're going to set it down to a 2-to-1 restored ratio. And again, guys, remember, we're taking profit about halfway through when it hits the 1-to-1. So we're going to run this trade and see exactly what happens here. The price ends up hitting our 1-to-1 restored ratio. So here, what we could have done is taken partial profits and move our stop loss to break even if we want to risk a little bit less and be a little bit less risky. But again, if you're confident in a trade, you guys can keep it going and see if it hits your take profit number 2. And in this scenario, guys, it's going to hit it right here. So right now, we hit both our take profits and we made a very good trade right here on the 5-minute time frame. Again, using the momentum of the 1-hour time frame. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. I'm going to have more videos and the EliteAlgo course linked in the description. If you guys liked this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm and helps our channel grow. Now, as for the people who do not have access to EliteAlgo, this is how you get it. You simply just want to go on our website right here, elitesignals.com, and simply just sign up to use it. It's extremely simple. We also have our own Discord server. All you gotta do is simply just click Discord and it's gonna bring you into our Discord server. We have a gigantic community of 30,000+ people that like to trade every single type of market, forex, stocks, or options. And we also have more strategy videos that you guys can watch directly on this website right here. So if you click strategies, these are different strategy videos that you guys can watch and also use. Other than that, guys, have yourselves a good day.